first grade story problems. If you've already seen this video, you can click one of the story problem types to jump to that part of the video. The way we are teaching math is different from the way most of us learned when we were young, and that's a good thing. Instead of focusing on memorization, we're focusing on understanding. The numbers and symbols we all used are shortcuts that our students can use after they have a solid understanding of the concrete concepts that math is based in. Why understanding? This will allow students to transfer their knowledge and skills to new problems. What does understanding look like? It could look like a student explaining what the problem is asking them to do before they start solving, or solving the same story problem a few different ways and explaining how they solved. When learning a new concept, it's helpful for our students to start by engaging with the math in a concrete way, using real-world objects and movements to show the math. After that, they can begin to represent the math in pictures. Finally, they will write number sentences to represent. If a student is stuck, we usually have them go back to acting it out. When you are helping a student at home, there are a couple things to keep in mind. There are lots of different ways to solve, so if your student does it a different way and they can explain it, that's great. Please, don't show them how to solve. Instead, ask them, can you act it out with your hands or with cubes? What is the story asking you to do? What does the story already tell you, or what do you already know from the story? What kind of problem is this? Is it a put together, take away, missing part, or compare? If they are still struggling, tell your child to use objects and act out the motion of the story. Remind them to try their best and ask their teacher for help on that problem. Here are the 4 types of story problems we work on in first grade. Let me give you one example of each. Put together. There were 3 kids at the park. Some more came, and now there are 5 kids at the park. How many came? Take away. I had 5 pencils. I gave some to my friends. Now I have 3 pencils. How many did I give to my friends? Missing part. There are 5 stickers on the table. 3 are red and the rest are blue. How many are blue? Compare. A boy had 3 cats. A girl had 2 cats. How many more cats did the boy have, or how many fewer cats did the girl have? Before we continue with examples of solving the story problems, I want to introduce you to an important concept our students use called part-part-whole. Most story problems we encounter in first grade have a whole that can be divided into 2 parts. If you have 3 plus 4 equals 7, the 3 and the 4 are the parts, the 7 is the whole. We remind them that part plus part equals whole. If you have 7 minus 4 equals 3, the whole is 7, and when you take away one part, that leaves you with the other part. Whole minus part equals part. We call this a number bond. It helps students visualize the whole and the parts. The number 8 could be made with the parts 2 and 6. Using the number bond, students can think of 4 number sentences. 2 plus 6 equals 8. 6 plus 2 equals 8. Those are the part plus part equals whole number sentences. And 8 minus 6 equals 2. And 8 minus 2 equals 6. Those are the whole minus part equals part number sentences. This is useful when trying to solve a story problem. If the whole is 7 and you know one of the parts is 3, you can use a number sentence to help you solve. Alright, let's solve some problems. There were 4 kids at the park. Here are the 4 kids. 3 more came. Here are the 3 kids that came. How many kids are at the park now? You can count all the cubes and find out that there are 7 kids at the park. Now let's do a picture. There are 4 kids at the park. Here are the 4 kids. 3 more came. I have to make them look a little bit different. How many kids are at the park now? Before I solve, I want to make sure that I label it so I know which part is which. Those are the 3 more kids that came. I'm also going to label with numbers to double check my work and to help me find the final answer. 7 kids are at the park now. Finally, I'm going to write a number sentence. 4 kids at the park, 3 more kids came. How many kids are at the park now? I'm writing a box to show the thing that I'm trying to figure out. This kind of problem can be more of the same object, like in this case with the kids, or combining 2 different objects. For example, there were 4 dogs and 3 cats in a house. How many pets were in the house? There were 5 kids at the park. More kids came to the park. Now there are 8 kids at the park. How many kids came to the park? Start with what I know. I know there's 5 kids at the park. And then I add cubes until I get to the number 8 because it says at the end there's 8 kids at the park. The yellow ones show the kids that came to the park. There are 3 of them. 3 kids came to the park. Now I'm going to draw a picture. Those are the 5 kids that were at the park. I'm not sure how many kids came. I'm going to leave a space for that. I know altogether, though, there need to be 8 kids at the park at the end. So if I have 5, I go 6, 7, 8 kids are at the park at the end. I can see in my picture the kids that came to the park. I'm going to label it to make sure. Those are the more kids that came. How many more came? Let's see, 1, 2, 3 more kids came to the park. Now I'm going to write a number sentence. There are 5 kids at the park. More kids came, so it's addition. Put in a box because I don't know how many kids came. And at the end there's 8 kids at the park. Again, I'm going to label it. And I figure out that 5 plus what equals 8? 5 plus 3 equals 8. 3 more kids came to the park. With this kind of problem, students will often add the 5 and the 8, which is why it's important to think through and understand the story before starting to solve. If they are confused, ask them to act it out with cubes and ask, does this match the story? There were some kids at the park. 2 more kids came. Now there are 7 kids at the park. How many kids were at the park at first? I don't know how many kids were there at first, but I do know that 2 more kids came. So there's the 2 kids that came. Now there are 7 kids at the park. So at the end I need to have the number 7. So altogether I have 7 kids at the park. If the yellow cubes represent the 2 more kids that came, these 5 red cubes must be the kids that were there at the beginning. So 5 kids were at the park at first. Now for the picture. I don't know how many there were at the beginning, so I'm going to draw a line. Then 2 more kids came. There's the kids that came. Now altogether there are 7 kids at the park. That's the whole. How many kids were there at the beginning? Not sure still, so I'll put a question mark. Okay, well I know altogether there have to be 7. First I'm going to label it. Those are going to be the ones that were there at first. Okay, so let's see, I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now I have 7 in all. And I can see the kids that were there at first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kids were there at first. Now for the number sentence. I'm going to put a box because I don't know how many were there at first. 2 more kids came, so plus 2. And now at the end there are 7 kids at the park. Going to label. These are the kids that were there at first. And let's see, what plus 2 equals 7? 5 plus 2 equals 7. Again, if students don't think about the problem before they begin, they might want to add the 2 and the 7 together. If they're confused, always have them act it out with cubes and ask, does this match the story? I had 8 pencils. I gave 4 to my friends. How many pencils did I have left? Here's the 8 pencils that I had. I'm going to give 4 of them to my friends. 1, 2, 3. Those are the 4 I gave to my friends. So these are the 4 pencils that I have left. So I had 4 pencils left. Okay, let's draw a picture. I had 8 pencils. I'm going to count 8 pencils here. I gave 4 to my friends, so I'm going to cross out 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, always got a label, so I'm going to label this. These are the ones that I gave to my friends. Which means that the ones over here are the ones that I had left. I had 1, 2, 3, 4 pencils left. Now the number sentence that would match. I had 8 pencils. I gave 4 to my friends, so minus 4, or take away 4. And I'm not sure how many I had left, so I'm going to put a box. See, 8 minus 4 equals 4. Make sure to label my number sentence as well. I had 9 pencils. I gave some to my friends. Now I have 3 pencils. How many did I give to my friends? Here's the 9 pencils that I had. I gave some to my friends. I'm not sure how many, but I'm going to show, here's the 3 that I have left. So these are the ones over here that I gave to my friends. So I can tell I gave 6 to my friends. Let's draw a picture. I have 9 pencils. I gave some to my friends. I can't show that yet, but I do know that now I have 3 pencils. So I'm going to circle that because those are the 3 pencils I have left. I'm going to label it. Those are the ones I still have. Which means the ones over here are the ones that I gave to my friends. So let's see, I gave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to my friends. Let's write a number sentence to match. I had 9 pencils. I gave some to my friends. I don't know how many. I'm going to put a box to show that I don't know. And at the end, I have 3 pencils left. So these are the ones that I still had at the end. And these are the ones I gave to my friends. I gave 6 to my friends. 9 minus 6 equals 3. I had some pencils. I gave 4 to my friend. Now I have 3 pencils left. How many pencils did I have before? So I don't know how many to put for the some pencils that I had, but here's the 4 that I gave to my friend. So now I have 3 pencils left. There's the pencils that I have left. So I must have started with 7 pencils. Because if I had 7 and I gave 4 to my friends, that would leave me with 3. So altogether I had 7 at the beginning. Let's write the number sentence. I had some pencils. I can't show that. But I do know that I gave 4 to my friends, so I'm going to show the 4 I gave to my friends. I'm going to cross them out because that makes sense. I gave them away. I'm going to label it to friends. And now I have 3 pencils left. There's the pencils I have left. Since this is kind of a confusing problem, I'm going to label both. So altogether at the beginning, before I gave them away, I must have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now for the number sentence. I'm going to start with a box because I don't know how many I had at the beginning. I gave 4 to my friends, so minus 4. Now I have 3 pencils left. This is where understanding part, part, and whole is helpful. If you know that 4 and 3 are your parts, then another number sentence you could write to help you solve would be 3 plus 4 equals box, or 4 plus 3 equals box. A girl has 10 stickers. Some are blue and some are red. How many could be blue and how many could be red? Here's the 10 stickers. One solution to this problem is that one of them could be blue and the rest could be red. So 1 blue, 9 red. Another way I could solve this, there's actually lots of ways to solve it. Another way is 2 are blue and 8 are red. So here the whole is 10, and it's asking you what are all the potential parts. Another potential parts could be 3 and 7. Now for the picture. A girl has 10 stickers. Here they are. Some are blue and some are red. There are lots of solutions. I'm going to show that 1 was blue and 9 were red. I'm going to label this one blue, and the rest of these are red. There are lots of solutions to this problem. Sometimes students will be asked to show all of the ways or just one of the ways. They should be comfortable showing all of the ways. Another solution is that 2 are blue and 8 are red. Now for the number sentence. 1 is blue plus 9 red makes 10 stickers altogether. Make sure that I label it. B for blue, R for red. And I'm going to make a number sentence to match my other drawing, which is 2 blue and 8 red makes 10 stickers altogether. Students could continue to solve this by showing that 3 are blue and 7 are red, and so on. There are 10 stickers on the table. 4 are red and the rest are blue. How many are blue? So I'm going to show the 4 that are red. Here they are. And these over here are the rest that are blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are blue. Let's draw a picture. 10 stickers are on the table. Here they are. So I know that 4 of them are red. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are going to be the red ones. And the rest are blue. How many are blue? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are blue. Let's write a number sentence that matches. 4 red plus box, that's the thing that we didn't know. And there were 10 stickers on the table. So 4 of them are red. These are the ones that are blue. Those are the stickers. So let's see, 4 plus what equals 10? 4 plus 6 equals 10. This can also make sense as a subtraction problem. Although in this case, subtraction doesn't mean take away, it means separate. So there were 10, we separated the 4 that were red, and that leaves us with the blue stickers. Again, I'm going to label it to make sure it makes sense. 10 separate 4, leaves 6. A boy has 5 cats, a girl has 3 cats. How many more cats does the boy have? Let me show the 5 cats that the boy has here. And here's the 3 cats that the girl has. I'm going to put them right next to each other to make it easy to compare them. They both have 1 cat, they both have 2 cats, they both have 3 cats. So that means that this shows the more cats that the boy has. I'm going to separate it so I can see how many more he has. He has 2 more cats than the girl. Right next to that, you can visualize the 2 fewer cats that the girl has. So you can also say that the girl has 2 fewer cats. Now in order to make the drawing, I'm going to draw the 5 cats the boy has. I'm going to draw the 3 cats that the girl has. I'm going to make sure to label it so I don't get confused. These are the boys' cats. Those are the girls' cats. How many more cats does the boy have? Well, they both have one, they both have two cats, they both have three cats. That makes it easy for me to see the more that the boy has. I can see right here he has two more cats than the girl. I'm going to label that. That's the more cats that he has. He has one more, he has two more. And I can even make it easy to visualize the fewer that she has. She has one fewer, she has two fewer. In another video, we are going to go over other ways to represent compare problems, including number sentences that match.